Fantastic. Guys, wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again. And here we are. It's one-on-one live coverage of today. Today we have much of the history to reveal that has been there. It's going to be there. It should be there. What is the trending thing that I'm going to be starting with? Today is the 2nd March 2025. As we commence with this kind of the real therapy thing of the time, because we want to baptize people with the truth rectification of the mistakes. Here we commence the journey and we make it happen. This is the beginning. As we just continue with the vibe of today, we have a lady who is going to be bringing much diseases to Nyabohansi. And to date, as we're going to be commencing this kind of the video, we have a lady. Look at her. Here she is.
Down at our Marwa fish pond, things went wrong. This Gintu was the expert, but he's long gone. Tilapia swimming slow, turtles in a haze. Fish pond turned to trouble in those crazy days. Oh, the fish were suffocating.
Look at the kisses, and if you know her, tag her down. This lady, she has just got onto the position right now, and she's being milked like a hyena. She's just here with a morale, appetite like something else. I don't know if she's in adolescent stage. I don't know. But the fact is, this lady, she is in adolescent stage. And right now, she is just vamoosing and she's honey beyond the hyena honism. And here we commence this kind of the video as we're going to be rectifying the mistakes. Because we see our people are now going to fall down with this kind of stupid miseries. And much of the people have already got and tangled with her. They're now going back to their own conspiracies to make sure that they're going to be by faulting this kind of the misery they have done to themselves and to their generation into a sarcasm. What do I mean? MAYUGUNO started using this kind of a lady, and he was using her like something else. He was pumping her like a machine. He was using her and spanking the nyash like something else. He was enjoying himself, just putting her on affidavit of the day, shaking the nyash like something else. And she has been hitting like fire. And the lady talked about, me, I have a fiance. Oh, we are kissing here and there, flirting here and there, going to the shopping, see, you're doing any much of the shopping. And yet I sympathize with MAYUGUNO. What happened with the other two ladies whom he married, yet he has just dropped them like a matatu. Right now he's talking about going to be marrying a Mzungu, and the Mzungu, they're just scrambling for. All the YouTubers in Nyabohansi who are male YouTubers are scrambling for this lady. Talk from Nasto, talk from MAYUGUNO, talk from Vin Vicent, talk about Lady J. They're scrambling. And next time, you will see the conduct applying too, because he cannot be left behind, as is much of the interrogator, insinuator, and cateroteka in terms of this kind of the hula baloo and shagala bagala miseries that are going to be coming out in Nyabohansi. And right now, the hospital going to be full of money. Because of what? Guys, you just wait for the moment, a little bit moment. You'll be checking about, oh, guys, we are going to check on MAYUGUNO is in hospital admitted. We are going to check on blah, 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 hello Pengo in the hospital admitted. Oh, guys, this is the 2nd day with Lady J in the hospital. Oh, they will be just diarrheaing with themselves. You think they're just drinking water as it is passing behind the scene. And the fact is one, because everybody is trying to show every person that this is how capable I am, and this is the mystery that's gonna be bringing the harm because everybody is wanting to shoot a video. Everyone want a kisses. And I have seen Nasto himself. He came out to show her own or his own girlfriend and talk about this is how she is pretty. So as whoever thinks about you're gonna be interrogating all the sugar mummies, they should get the valid point about he has a very unique girlfriend who is giving him whatever he needs. Whatever he talks about, I want you to milk, he can suck milk like as a very rally. Whenever it comes to you, I want you to hit me like something else. Nasto is bringing himself onto the bed and is sleeping down like a mattress, like a banga, and is making things to come out. Riet. It is called sticks after sticks, which is injector pump in work. And the fact is one, every time you saw guys, he taught you about he has bought a mattress and a bed. What was the meaning of it? And he talked about I've just bought a mattress. But what I'm just talking about, Nasto is thinking beyond it, as he has ever emphasized himself that I want to show this kind of the sugar mummies who think about they want to be surprising me that, oh, I love you, you have dimples my foot. The fact is one, if there's something you can never go 2-3 rounds, you are nothing. And the fact comes out clearly, you should know how to gauge your own rounds. That's the fact. And the fact about talking about, oh, you are bright, you are water, that's nonsensical thing. You just be flirting with something you don't know. The fact is, come to the knee, the black people like us here, and get the real fantastic moment whereby if you want us to shake, we can be guys. If you want to make sure that you are validating and getting the real fact about this kind of a person, how he is, tell the guy that I want you to shake your back. Tell the guy to shake this way. If you see a person is shaking like that one, know that the waist is 360 rounding. You understand me? The 360, you see it? You can see it? It is 360. Know that that kind of a person, whenever it comes to the moral value of freedom and rights, to conjugal rights, he's gonna be so fantastic. I'm not marketing myself, but I'm in that squad. Thank you. And the fact now comes out clearly this way. This kind of the people, they have now flirted with a person they never knew. And you can never know the history of a person whenever it comes from the United States and talk about Mzungu, and I'm coming from the United States of America. You don't know the history of the guy. Now, this kind of the lady was STDs. Somebody can just get me STDs. And it's the lady whom you heard about last time MAYUGUNO was admitted with STDs. And Vincent was admitted with STDs, yet that's why you say Lenny left this kind of a gentleman, because he's ever living to get the other extra girlfriend. So shaking Nyash and shaking some cucumbers to make sure that things are coming out clearly. And this is the slogan of the YouTubers from Nyabuhanse also all over. Much of them, they don't understand themselves. They know about I have money. Whatever I want is what? The other part that I don't have. That's what I require and that's what I need. The fact now comes out clearly. Look at now what is now getting to the real fact about. Look at the Lady J. Lady J is David Jr. Now he has got the lady again. Now the STDs are gonna be joveling and going around. You'll think about things are getting worse. They're gonna be worsiest. And now the hospitals that Kenge was talking about are gonna be opening a hospital. It's gonna be coming as soon as possible. And I told you it's gonna be admitted Kenge fraternity only. There's no one you're going to be admitting there. And you're going to be admitting himself, the conduct, because the conduct is going to be going to apply for this kind of the conjugation that has arrived for free. It's either you talk about, I can give you a shout out, and you know whenever the conduct will come out, you talk about, I have sons and daughters who can make you to trend. So make sure that you give me 2 shots only, and they're going to be so fantastic. And you know now the machete man is, anyway, Msichana, you said how are you called? Anyway, I wanted 3 rounds, but these boys, I know they're making it better. How many rounds are they going? Anyway, I'll try my best. But the fact comes out clearly. everybody gonna be now salivating. Everybody salivating. Oh, Mayuguno had a mzungu. Let me go and even me apply. The only thing is you will be applying and getting. And this is the cheapest method of engaging with such kind of a lunatic psychopathism girls like her. She's coming just to lambalize everything, to make sure that she is here, she is there. She's gonna be coming and shaking nyash and talk about, oh, mzungu has nyash. She's so fantastic. You know, here in Africa, guys, whenever you want to approach a lady first, you see at the nyash first. If it is not applying 1, 2, 3, bang, 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 bang. What are you leaving? What are you waiting for? That one is a frame. You leave it there. Let the frame walk. Then you talk about, now this is what I want. You see the bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, bam bam, 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 bam. That one is what we need. We need something that you see, and you create something so fantastic for your children. Whenever they're gonna be carried onto the back, they're gonna be finding something here. Whenever you do this way, now they are walking this way, and the guy can sit at the back. That's what the people are looking for. And this kind of a lady now, she has a little bit. Size 3, size 4 there, size 4. Not yet as figure 8. She's size 4 there. And things are so meticulous and fantastic. Now everybody want to engage himself and herself into that kind of the nyash. Why am I saying so? They have found themselves into a scenario that now the hospitals, and right now what they don't know is, and this lady, whenever she approached to where we are in Nyabwanse, she never told them that no USAID, there's no condoms coming from United States. There is no HIV and AIDS supplies are coming from United States again. They don't know that the supplements that were coming to Kenya in terms of health purposes are no longer coming. Let me prepare the bananas here. I'll be selling bananas in hospitals, guys. You know, the ripe bananas. You understand this kind of the thing. So let me prepare the garden here for the banana. This is just 6 months here. You find now some chaos coming out from Nyabwanse, evolving chaos. And it will be hitting Nyabwanse like something else. Because all the ladies, all the gentlemen are just... they're just like hyenas. They're just finding themselves that, oh, this is a new brand thing. Oh, it has nyash. Oh, the face is facing. Oh, this is one-on-one. Into the bed direct. There's no much of even going to talk about I want a checkup. There's no checkup in Nyabwanse. If you land into Nyabwanse, make sure that you are coming and knowing where you are landing. Because if you go to the history of Migori County, just Google Nyabwanse, you will know the history of Nyabwanse. My friend, it now has increased with 30% with YouTubers. So when I come out clearly to tell people the fact about what's really happening, you'll find yourself in a misery. This is the fact that comes out clearly, that why couldn't Lady J, why couldn't Mayuguno marry and talk about I want to settle with one thing? It's because of this lunatic psychopathism and stupidity and incredulous insanity of some people. I can't just come out talk about, oh, I will not marry, oh, I want a mzungu my foot. Are you normal? Are you normal? And you are coming to tell people that this is how we have to move forward. With who? And I'm telling the people that Nyabwanse is sharing. It's who uses it, and tomorrow somebody will use it. And the fact that now I like Nasto has introduced herself and told the people that I have my beloved wife. I want to go to the river and you see her nyash. I want you to go and see how the tights are so bright and where I'm sleeping like a pillow. This is my bedroom. And that's the fact that Nasto did something very meticulous. Now he has ashamed all the sugar mummies who are just expecting something from him, that, oh, come to Nairobi so we can just meet, oh, you know, you are so... You can not find Nasto right now because Nasto has woken up. And what he's now going to do is to make sure that he's telling his own subscribers that I have a wife. That was an advertisement. And I'm going to be advertising it also, making sure that people should get it. Nasto is, is tired to be told that I love you. He's tired to be told with sugar mummies that I want to be this. And right now he's becoming and is coming out clearly to tell this kind of the people that he has moved on. He doesn't need anything to do with this psychopathism of the day. But why did he encourage this kind of a lady to go and visit him? And they could have a video coming out very fantastic that we have a visitor has approached into the. Why are they going to the boys only? I have not seen that lady going to the ladies. I've not seen. It's only rotating to the boys. So right now, even Nasto has a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, exactly. And the fact now comes out clearly that this kind of the people right now, it's so costly in terms of condemnation and due to the US aid, because much of the commodities and the stuffs have increased randomly, and people are looking very helter-skelter outside there to buy, but you cannot buy much because of the cost. And the fact comes out clearly that much of this kind of the people, do you know how much times MAYUGUNO has been admitted in hospital because of STDs and STIs? If you don't know, it's not less than 15 times. And the recent one was with the lady, and somebody was complaining about whenever he had this kind of a lady, when the lady left, the guy was having STDs. And maybe those are just allegations of STDs. Maybe it is AIDS. And right now, things are now falling apart in Nyabuanse. There's a hit of karma that's coming to Nyabuanse with a very big, minute hit that people gonna be not knowing which kind of this allegation and since they have ever made, like Gomorrah and Samora. Is it called Samora? I don't. Gomorrah. Como? Comoras. So you might find that things are now cooking. And there's a much of the fights that are cooking yet. Like Nasto has talked about, has ever been with this lady. He has seen this kind of the lady. Now it's becoming a pogrom. The wife to Nasto is complaining, why did you shoot video with this kind of a lunatic psychopathism lady? And who welcomed her to the village? And she's being used with any kind of a creature. Like Nasto, I think he was salivating whenever he was shooting videos. And you know, whenever Nasto is shooting a video, guys, yeah, guys, support, and you can check on her. We are supporting each other. You know, guys. Yeah, guys, we are ongoing, and you can see much of the thing. The dimples are now. Things gonna be coming out very clearly, and people, when they will come to understand this kind of the thing they have just done, it will be so late and 2 and 3 late. To the fact, I'm telling the people right now, it's gonna be so misery and orchestrating things. The fact comes out clearly. This is the varied response that I'm giving to the people right now. You have been enjoying shaking your objects that the Lord gave you. Tinging and erecting your, talk about carelessly hanging objects. Loosely attached and irregular in shape. Now you have been triggering it, and a rectification has been ongoing, and now you have inserted your own improper fraction to a proper fraction. There's no fractionating is going to be happening there. So things are now kissing each other in a club. You saw the video of Lady J kissing this kind of a lady. Like now, he's now owning. Because here in Nyabuanse, it's who has her at which kind of a particular time. It's the time you have her, she's yours. And that's the fact up to date. Look at what Senior was talking about, this kind of Kohera was talking about. He will be claiming because he doesn't have Esther at the particular time. But Condad is now behaving normally because he's owning it. That's the fact. To this lady, whoever used it is no more gone. But who is now accessing her, it's now the flirting position. And you can just acknowledge this, that Lady J has been part of the program. Talk about I have a police officer pretending A to Z. And he was just acting lunatically, thinking about people will never get. And this is just a special video I got. And I told to the people, I showed people the fact that this is what is happening. If I've been telling you that, oh, I'm a good person, I'm a good German, I'm a good this. These YouTubers are behaving normally whenever there's no camera. I'm telling you, whenever it comes to the cameraization, things fall apart. And the fact comes out clearly when now you'll find that things things are coming to exotic and psychopathism and criticism whereby when we talk about the homonologue of the time and talk about the formulogues of the time and this kind of the instances, we put them together, we come to a conclusion of the time. That why are you going to lie to a police officer that, oh, I love you so much, you know, you get your own conjugarization and get your rights, just hinge her, put her down, press her like a presser, and shake there like a vibrator, talk about, you know, you are the only one, oh, you promise her the world, you promise her all the kinds of the vehicles that have come out like cars, very luxury ones, and whatever. Now it comes to the real facts into the clubs, that's why you are going to dance with the muzungu and kissing very, very violently to everybody to see that you are the only generation that is being created in this kind of the system. What are we showing our own legacy? What are we going to prohend with this kind of the legacy? It has been so by-faulting that when we come to this kind of the equations and we tackle the equation once and for all, we fall into the pathism that we are losing this kind of the mimicry way of living. Why am I saying so? We are acting perpendicular that, oh, I'm just the only person, I'm the lonely person, I'm a Sabbath day, I can never miss my Sabbath day. You are going to clubs to dance in a Sabbath day, you're talking about I'll never miss my Sabbath day into church. And you're coming outside to tell us, oh, our family's prayers. Prayers, my foot. Don't come to cheat people that, oh, we are who, we are who. Let people know that you are doing it at a specific time, not you to engage or tell people that you are doing it. Who doesn't know that churches exist and Sabbath day is on Saturday? Who doesn't acknowledge that one? You are telling us that maybe we don't know. We know that Sabbath day is on Saturday. We know that other people, apart from the Muslim in Friday, others are on Saturday. And on Monday, we go back to work and offices and continue with the simultaneous equations of the work that you ever fractionated for you to do. That's the fact about it. But the fact now comes out clearly. When we ever come out here to tell people that this is the fact that is always coming out clearly, people might be lunatically exchanging their own thoughts with their own beliefs and not knowing that this is the fact that this kind of the people are giving you the scripted scriptures of the videos for you to watch. The only G, the real G, Gintu, is the person who can just come out and tell you this is the fact and this has ever gone this way and this is the fact this way. And I know she might be now looking helter-skelter to come to Gintu, because Gintu now going to be talking about I want a mzungu. Now she might be talking about, you know, that conva boy is so useless. And that's the same thing they're ever talking about. When Vincent started with this kind of the lady, before I could just offer the services thinking about, oh, she's my friend using, he never knew that MAYUGUNO going to be using her again. And again, MAYUGUNO came with her, never knowing that they are exchanging numbers with Lady J, not for a shout out, but a shout out of cucumberization. And now is now owning there. And if I could not put this kind of the video out, this kind of the gentleman will go back and talk about I'm claiming for my right. Not even that you have married her, but you are claiming for the right for you to do what? To shake your bam bam. Bam bam, shake your bam bam, bam bam, shake your bam bam, bam bam. That's the fact about it. And that's the real accusations that are always coming out clearly. And when we come outside here to tell the fact about this kind of the video, you saw the video how it was, and how the things were flatting here and there, the honism here and there, and the only thing that messed there was a bed only. If the club could be offering inside of the lounge there, talk about you're going to be offering this kind of the services, it could be chaotic and people could be watching live, one-on-one. I'm talking about now we're going to be paying to see live match, and we're going to see how many footballers are going to be there. Is it a threesome? And that lady is a threesome lady. And that's a fact. Because as we see, and you can just see, guys, the real fact about the YouTubers from Nyaboans right now, just start capturing them. They are now walking like they have rickets. I think some people get it. People right now in Nyaboans, they're walking like they have rickets. What do I mean? They are walking with the bowed legs. And this kind of a deficiency, you know, it is vitamin D. But to them, it is now they talk about the SIM2, which is the cucumberism or the didism of baby oil. And right now, much of the boys And ladies, they're walking like ricketed. And that's the fact. Whenever you come to the real psychopathism of the time, you will find people now, they're walking this way, board-legged. Huh? They're walking like both legs, and sometimes they might be not facing it directly. They might be now putting it this way. Now they're walking very slowly. And you find them whenever you want to go in a hurry, they're now walking in a style that you can never recognize that the didism of the baby oil has penetrated where necessary. Somebody can get me there? So right now, whenever you are thinking about coming to Nyabohanse, think twice. That's a fact. Let me not lie to you. Let me not cheat you. Come to Nyabohanse while knowing that you have engaged the person you know very well. You can not underestimate. You can not gauge badly. And you know who you are coming for. And I'm not like the best, but I'm not like the rest. That's the fact about it. But when we come to the real scenario, things are coming out very stupidico. And if you don't get this fact about it from Gintu, no one will ever tell you, because all of them are lying to you. You come to Africa, find the legacy. You will find the moment that you have never seen. That's the fact. And the real thing you have ever seen right now, somebody was asking about Gintu. Can you tell us the age of this kind of the people who are just lying to us? Kenge is born 1987. That is the valid date of Kenge. The valid date of this other lady called the Demon. She's born 92. Lady J is now 28 years old. You can calculate from now. Is born 97. Are we gauging it? So when you can just talk about it, you have understood the real ages of these people. And if your first time you knowing this kind of the ages of this kind of the guys, you have now known about them. That's the fact, and let no one ever cheat about, oh, I've not yet been. And Kenge is just wasting much of the time, because it's now approaching 380 years and gonna be having like, how many children? Like 5. But now has one from Mzungu, and we're gonna be coming back to Africa. Africa here has babies, if you don't know. Even at the village, he has some babies, and they are very fantastic, and that's why you see he's always supporting much of the Wazungu to come and support much of the people you see onto the cameras that, oh guys, she has nothing, or he has nothing, or the mother is no, there's a baby there. That's the only families Kenge can ever help. And if you are not trusting it, can you just Google? Because I've given you a hint, just Google. You will know what I mean. Whatever you have ever seen Kenge talking about, oh, they're street boys, oh, they're what, there's a baby there. And the only person who is now even lacking much of the things, you know, whenever the demon came from here, he was accusing us, telling us, oh, this kind of the people are gonna be pooing, they're gonna be eating the poo, and we talked about she's so shameless. She could be giving us the baby, not stupidity. And God willing, then God was so fantastic, and he's not wearing a short. And imagine how these ladies are stupid. She went, imagine, and got pregnant, and she went and being conjugated very well. And she was, I was hearing that the demon is always liking the missionary style. And a person who can just make sure that not much bigger, but a sized one, and curved. And also she likes curved, that's the fact. And 2 rounds are enough for her. And even the pregnancy was first round only, and the things are so fantastic. So somebody will ask me, how Gintu did you know? I'm a visionary. Are we in agreement? Oh, watcha. Things are now coming to the segment. So if you got it, you got it. And if you get it, pinpoint it and take it to the bank. That's the fact. And that's why you see, even if this kind of the people are being conjugating, and look at this kind of the Lady J. Lady J can never go. He's like a cock. He's having short and precisive, exactly. And you know, she I can call Lady J she is being used with the Hello Pengo is the one who is always using the baby oil and antagonizing the property very properly and making sure that is sustaining this kind of a gentleman. And that's why you see right now things are going so fantastic. And he has recruited another person because Hello Pengo was reacting behind the scene. And right now he has somebody called the Bradagi, who is making sure that he's putting it as perpendicularly per unit time. And this kind of the people, they are using themselves. Whoever you use her, you use him, he uses you. That's the fact about the Lady J, because he likes such kind of the promiscuous illusions to come to his own affidavit of the cyclonical of the time. And whenever you go to the phenotypic and also the genotypic and talk about the genotypic Alice Basha, the phenotypic Alice Basha of the time, talk about the genosis of the time, we can just commence and talk about this is the real fact about what's really measuring to this kind of the people. And you can gauge it and get it very fantastic because they know themselves, they know how they're triggering it, they know how they're making it happen, they know how these kids are going to be falling into it. And the fact comes out clearly, and you will just get much of the hint coming out. This is the vibe of you to understand and get it, and much of the time you're going to be coming out to tell you much of the stories that are coming out. But right now, be very stable, because we're going to be opening a very big hospital for mental awareness and also mental awareness and consultation, and making sure that everything gonna be replaced where necessary, because things are falling apart. If things are not falling apart, the hospital gonna be coming out for this kind of the people gonna be admitted, and you're gonna be going with much of the things to see them and talk about I told you, and this was what you are just claiming for. The karma might be the fact that you're gonna be coming to Nyambwanse and hitting it properly because of this kind of miscellaneous conceptions that we are doing. What can we just do for us to overcome from this kind of the things? Here we have much of the conspiracy of the time, and if we don't repent muchly, things gonna be taking another route and another shape. Much of the people right now, you know, there's no US aid, you know, there's no other spams of the time. Things are gonna be coming out and let's go, guys. Another hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore back again to the root of today, and you are one-on-one live coverage that are going to be coming out from this kind of the position right now. And guys, we are thrown into a pogrom, and prosquimiciously, we are now bulkness of the situations that we'll never ever got ourselves into. And this is going to be a mystery that's going to be coming to Nyambwanse, because everything that comes good, it has a backlog of some of the stupid stuffs that's going to be a bulk at the side and people doesn't see in the third hide. And when we can just film direct and talk about, we're gonna be having this kind of the stuffs being handled in a way which is so immense to the real fact about what is really happening. We are thrown into a pogrom already, and this is the fact about this kind of the video. Wherever you are coming from, thank you very much for you being tuned. And this is the fact about how the nyashes are being shaken outside here, and how the cucumberization is being cucumberized outside here, and didism is still persisting outside here. And the real fact is it's now the brother to brother, and also it's now becoming to friends and family to another family, and a girl to another girl. There's a person who ever sang one of the question in Kenya, one of the song from Kenya, who was talking about habari yangu nilisikia ate that whoever is giving me is giving them, whoever is giving them is giving me, and whoever is taking care of them is taking care of me. So to the real equation of the time is that we are eating in one large plate, whereby this large plate is whatever I'm consuming, the other person is consuming. I hope somebody can get and analyze what I mean. Here, it's a large plate we are talking about, and this is the beginning. The host is underscore Gintu. On the 3rd March 2025, as we commence this kind of the video, I've seen much of the contentment that has already gathered onto the village right now, because right now there's so much of the symphony and the chaos that's gonna be bulked backside and the backlog of much of the cases that we're gonna be having. Right now there's announcement of MAYUGUNO gonna be having a fight with the Lady J because of using and chewing same girl who has been rotating in both of this kind of the gentlemen. This kind of a lady, she came from wherever she came from and approached to Kenya, and when he landed into Kenya, he talked about, I want to meet with Vinny and Lenny, but now he's called Vinny and Vincent, which is Vinny underscore Vincent. And again, they invited MAYUGUNO to go to Nairobi so they can just meet this kind of a fabricated girl who is so meticulously, whenever you can just spot onto her, you think about she has been dropped from the one-on-one from the heavens, and you think about she's now the one who can come and shake the nyash outside there like a safari rally. The fact is now all the gentlemen have just increased their appetite, and now they're just increasing their own mortality hormones, that they want to make sure that the insulin is now going up, and they want to interrogate and use this kind of stuff with an immediate effect. Everyone who is just thinking about, oh, this kind of a mzungu, she's like 22 years old, oh, we have to rush to that kind of a lady, you know, she has money, she have this and this and this, so I have to make sure that whenever she shakes the nyash, I sparkle the buttocks behind and make sure that the things are gonna be flowing very fantastic. Now everybody is now sparkling. Whatever you think it's yours whenever you have it, but whenever it get a corner, everybody is now cornering with it. This is the point to drive home. There's this kind of a lady, I don't know how the name is, I don't know which kind of a name is she. She arrived and she was talking about, she came to visit much of the YouTubers. She started with Vinny and Vincent, and MAYUGUNO accompanied them at Nairobi, and they were having much of the fun. And MAYUGUNO started, first of all, Vinny started using this kind of the lady, and he was chewing like a safari rally, because Vinny lost the wife, and the wife went for this kind of the miscellaneous of the appetite of everything. You're gonna be like a hyena. You want to talk about this is it's everywhere. You want to make sure that you are just there, putting your nose and short legs to make sure that you are pumping in like a safari ride. Injector pumps are being pumped. You have seen a hyena? So guys, look at the hyena, how it is. The back legs are short and the front legs are tall. Now imagine, now it's the factor of cucumberization. Now you can know what I mean about the short legs at the back. This is how Vinny and MAYUGUNO have been putting themselves up. They have just talked about they have to shorten their legs so as everything gonna be so fantastic. They want to try it because something which is mzungu white, you know, this kind of the white people, guys, shh. They are so meticulous, and they can give you the way they need. And when they need that they want to give you, they give you. And if they give you, you just talk about, oh my living God, where these creatures have fallen from. You understand? And you will keep on talking about another person talk about will try, another person will try. And this kind of the things are going to be causing much of the chaotic. Because if Vinny used it, and now he dumped it to MAYUGUNO again. MAYUGUNO used it, and they were just using them on alone. Talking about even I think it was called a threesome. They were going like threesome or a twosome, something like that. Somebody who understands, you can just understand. And this lady is so fantastic whenever it comes to threesome, and that is the fact, because if it goes to this kind of a section whereby you know this kind of a character was developed from the outside and from the overseas guys, and it came and it landed to Africa. But when we come to the real fact about what is really happening, it has been so chaotic already, because right now even Kenge himself said that he's gonna be coming to open a mental clinic in Nyabuanse. It's gonna be so favorable for this kind of the creatures, because they are now like vultures. Whatever you see that this kind of a person has vultured onto, you want to go and pick it also, which is a really fact about now it has trended. Now next time you'll hear how many people are this, if this lady likes the black people this way, what about how many black people have penetrated to this kind of a lady, so as she could just land in Africa and come and search for them one-on-one. It's something which is so pathetic and irresonant. Now, Mayuguno has ventured that this is another time that they have tangled and got her girlfriend out of his own position and legacy where he could just control. And this is the prime that I'm going to just talk about. Because at the first, one of there's a girl, talk about a girlfriend that Mayuguno had. She is now calling herself, she was calling herself Mayuvia, if you can just understand. The second wife that Mayuguno married, and she came to the village and she was doing some tooth shenanigans there, and Mayuguno decided that he could just hit her like Cherokee drums, and the lady decided to leave. And the fact now comes out clearly in this kind of the pot form that this has been the posquimiasis of this kind of a German, because whenever it comes to the real fact about hitting them like safari ride or hitting them like Cherokee drums, it's gonna be happening once and again and again and again. And she decided to leave, and that kind of a girlfriend was a girlfriend to Maja. So it seems that now YouTubers are now becoming like I talked about hyenas. They are becoming like vultures. They are becoming like eagles. They are becoming like psychopaths, hypocrites, where you can just talk about, oh, I see Mayuguno has a very good girlfriend. Let me try my best. And you know, whenever this kind of a people, and the people who are the baddest people in this world is a lady who is a YouTuber. I'm telling people as a fact. A lady who is a YouTuber. Ooh, guys, I'm telling you that as a fact. She's too dangerous than even a dog. She's too dangerous than even a dog. A YouTuber girl, I'm telling you as a fact, like in Nyabohanse, whoever you see in Nyabohanse, they can do anything to sustain their sustainabilities, and they can do anything. And anything that will penetrate to their body, they are eager to make it, as long as money flows. And this is the fact now. The men have vamoosed. They're coming out with another degree of appetite. Talking about now, the appetite we're going to be having is to make sure that this kind of the creatures are being hit like a safari rally. And right now, what's now trending, Mayuguno now has decided that things are going to be falling apart because they have brought a girl from Nairobi and they landed with the lady. Let me tell you this kind of a story. Let me tell you this story. There is this time that this lady, she came and they came from Nairobi. They came with an old Prado. This was Vinny was driving, and Mayuguno was sitting at the front seat besides the driver. And also talk about the other lady was sitting at the back of the vehicle. And what was really going on? When they arrived onto the position, they headed back to Mayuguno's position. They had some meals there. Even Vinny slept there. They were doing their own shenanigans there. The lady was being accompanied with Vinny, and Vinny had used it regularly and now dropped it to Mayuguno. Mayuguno now started using those kind of the ladies again, because Mayuguno was ever been singing about I want to have a mzungu, I want to have a mzungu, but not knowing that a mzungu is like an African creature here. Huh? And they think about a mzungu has which kind of the things are there. And the fact now has befolded this way. When they slept and they finished everything, they invited Lady J to go and accompany them so they can just have a party. They went to a club so they could just be having a party, and they decided to get to have some rooms there. And now Lady J took over the position because this lady wanted a shout out from every kind of the creature. Talk about this kind of the creatures, the vultures I'm talking about. Now, they had to move from one position to another. This is the girl who is a threesome lady who is just random everywhere. And the fact now comes out clearly that she came for the shout-outs, but shout-outs of in and out. Make sure that you are pumping whatever you want to pump, and I'm leaving. So it's just shaking the nyash like a safari rally. And this is a fact. When it comes to look at this kind of the gentleman I'm talking about, MAYUGUNO has been having this kind of the tendency into the village. People are talking about, oh, this kind of the person, oh, MAYUGUNO, how black he is, oh, talk about the cucumbers, oh, they are carelessly hanging, oh, they are this way. So that's kind of the allegations. And they're talking about he doesn't have that kind of a romance. Whenever you talk about, yeah, we can go to my room, you know, whenever it comes to this kind of the people from Tanzania, you can understand, whenever it comes to them, sometimes if you get a person who has never been into this kind of the romance or the fiantic things, whenever you say that, now you can just go to my house, you know, how much do you need? Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore again back again to the root of today, and we are it's one-on-one live coverage that are going to be coming out from this kind of the position. And here we are. Just keep tuned because we have much of the rectifications to make. Whenever you reach there, you find that things are now awkward. Things are not working the same way you thought about it will be working. What am I saying to this kind of the fact time? Is that this kind of a gentleman, whenever it comes to cucumberization one-on-one, it has been so chaotic for them. As why am I saying so? It's a person who can just talk about, you know, we have this kind of the romance, you understand, this kind of here and there, oh my.